talking basketball. They're fucking dumb as shit. They talk about basketball, but they will make dumb ass jokes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pod Don't Lie with Sam and Stav. I am back after a little absence on the Patreon. Sorry to the Hard Dick 1600. I was under the weather.
Especially because I really wanted to rub salt in that wound.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen has the game of his life, and the Knicks still run away with it in Milwaukee.
Hey, listen, man, whatever. What are you gonna do? It's like when you're a champion, it's shit like the little November games here and there. You know, you're about to meet Joe Biden. You're about to meet one of the most electrifying politicians of our generation. You're gonna have the jitters a couple games before you're gonna meet
Sure.
old Joe. So look, the Bucks. That was a tough one because that was the first. When was that? Was that? Sorry,
Thursday or Friday?
My brain is all fucked up. That was the day I was. Oh yeah, that was the first day I was sick. So I was completely the fuck out of it. But I was actually watching the first half like in a weird fucked up daze. And the Bucks were fucking cruising at first, and I was like, "Oh, this game's fucking over."
I was poolside in Phoenix, and it said 30-13. I was like, "Fuck the game!" You forget what the time changed. I was like, "I got to get to my room."
Yeah,
I'm with Alec Parent, who's opening for me there, and he was like, "Oh, that ain't good," and I was like, I got to get to my room. And
yeah.
I get there, and
I got to get into the situation room. This is why they're losing, because I'm not focusing on the game.
Dude, I get in. It was like Derrick Rose fed off my anxiety and he just took over. D Rose, he is an incredible player still. It's weird how just his calm really just carries the whole team. It's that veteran presence. He's such a terrific player.
Yeah, he really is, and I do think a lot like before the Knicks, there was talk of the Lakers getting him. Like, how great would he be on the Lakers, and how much stuff would it's funny. I feel like every episode we do a different move the Lakers should have done, but I remember it was like whenever we traded for D Rose, that was the rumor. It was like us or the Lakers, and he really is just that perfect, like, exactly, you said it right, calming presence. It almost feels like, this feels like his second career, because he has his first career, and then he has like that weird interim period where he's like, he doesn't really want to accept that his body has kind of diminished. He doesn't want to accept that he's not the same guy, and he kind of has, talk about the first Knicks stint where he's talking about being a super team, when it's him,
yeah.
And like whoever I even forget who the other guys were, and then he goes
it was Joakim Noah, Carmelo, and Porzingis.
Oh my God, Joakim!
Oh, I don't forget that season.
I can't believe
Rose went MIA for like a game. He just disappeared.
Yeah, he was.
It was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And he had that whole period where it was just like he was just weird, and it just didn't feel right, and then he kind of a little bit back with Tibbs put it back together a little, and then he goes back to Detroit and he's just a pro, and then comes back here, and it's like, yeah, he really feels like such. He had that 50-point game when he was playing for the Timberwolves, and It felt like, but shit like that happens, where it's like guys catch lightning in a bottle one night, and you're like, that's good, but it's over. That was that at that time. That's kind of how I thought of it, but D Rose, to his credit, has completely remade himself into just like it's shiftiness, right? Because it's not athletic. It's not that pure athleticism where he was just the most athletic guy on the fucking court by a mile.
Yeah.
That's how he got most of his life by. That's how he became the youngest MVP. And now it's like, yeah,
his shooting, dude. His shooting,
he gets to the bucket though by just craftiness.
The league
and
voted him best floater in the NBA. That's what they were saying to Coach Calipari. Dude, you watch his floater; it's fucking automatic. He gets those angles on the bank floater, and his 3-point shot, dude. Guess what he's shooting from three this year so far?
39%.
45.
45. Wow.
He's become a pretty good 3-point shooter. That's the thing is, and. Look, man, the Knicks yesterday, we've just had bad luck against shooting. Like, we had all the good luck last year. We have all the bad luck this year. Miles Turner hits fucking 7 threes against us. What the hell? Miles Turner looks amazing this year. What the hell happened? Then the Celtics must be kicking themselves. That's another one. Then
Of course. The
Grace-
Celtics are fucking dumb pieces of shit for
Grayson
them.
Allen goes off against us. We luckily got that game. Then last night, fucking Ricky Rubio.
Oh,
We
man,
got
that
LeBron tweeting about Rubio.
That was fucking hysterical. We were watching the game. We were texting each other. I watched that fucking game. It was insanity.
I was so angry, dude.
Because that game was like the first half, it was kind of a battle that shouldn't have been. Like, it's like, all right, it's regular season. They're letting this like shitty younger team stick around, but hopefully they'll put their foot down. And instead, it's the fucking Rubio-naissance. It's the Rubio-naissance. It's this motherfucker coming out like he's fucking Matthew McConaughey in the Buick commercials. He's just having his fucking late career fucking True Detective Rubio, having literally his career high, cannot miss a fucking shot. Brutal fucking
I would have been
game.
mad if he went 4 for 8 from 3.
Yeah.
I would have been mad if he shot 50% from 3.
Yeah.
He hits 8 straight, dude. My friend Chase is at the game and he's texting me. He goes, dude, what the fuck is happening? Like, Rubio's never played like this ever. Can you imagine being there and being like, why?
Yeah, it's like that was the Marco Rubio that like
You just called him Marco Rubio.
Fucking
The only way I could hate him more.
Yeah, that was the fucking Ricky Rubio that we were promised when he was like a 13-year-old in Spain, and people were
Yes.
like, he's fucking Pistol Pete, he's unbelievable, and it's like Rubio comes over here and it's like, yeah, he's good, but always
Yeah, but he
his
was
issue
supposed
his
to be
shooting.
what Luka is what we were expecting Ricky Rubio
That's
to be.
You're so right about that. That is how
Because he
people
was-
talked about him.
He was getting slam write-ups like at 16, and look,
And he
that's-
played in the Olympics. I mean, he played against. He's on that Spain team that pushed that. We had that classic game with the Kobe had to go off. I mean, it was fucking. That was a
It
great
really is-
team.
It's really, Rudy Fernandez and all those guys.
Yep.
They had the
The
Gasol,
Gasol
brothers.
in their
I
prime.
mean,
Yep.
incredible players. But the thing is, sometimes your game doesn't translate. His jump shot was just never good until fucking last night for some reason. But this guy just never. He was always a very interesting player. He's always fun to watch because he'd give flashy passes. He had moments, like he had a minute before they replaced him on Utah where you're like, this dude's a good player. Like, he is a solid NBA player.
Yeah, he was always. I mean, he always was. You said it. I mean, passing and also defense. I mean, he is a good defensive point guard, and even though
Everything but shooting, but we're in the era where you can't really be Andre Miller anymore.
I mean,
Like,
I'm looking at his fucking his career shooting percentage. It's his field goal percentage, not mind you, field goal, not 3-point percentage. Rookie year, 35, 36, 38, 35 again, 37. It finally gets up to when he last year in Minnesota, and then when he's in Utah, he gets above 40. But these are field goal percentages. This is not three. That's like what Steph Curry shoots. Steph Curry like that's 35 is what is not even good for 3-point shooting, let alone being the point guard. And you're right. That's clearly what has been the limiting factor for this guy in his career. Because otherwise, yeah, he is a really good. But you're right. But
what you
that
see when his
stops
jump,
you.
he also had 9 or 10 assists last night. So you're watching this dude and you're like, when his jump shot's going, he is unstoppable.
Well,
Because-
that's exactly it. If Ricky Rubio if Ricky Rubio can shoot like that, he's just better than Steph Curry. You know what I mean? It's like he's a better passer, and it's like, but it's also like
well, yeah,
he
if you go 8 for 9 from 3,
if
and
you
you
shoot
can give
89% from
9
3, and you're scrappier, then yes, you are. But yeah, 89%.
And I'll tell
by
you
the
the
way,
other thing-
Darius Garland went 80%. Evan Mobley 50%. Dean Wade.
Evan Mobley shot
40%.
11 for 15 from the field. He had 9 rebounds and 5 assists, 26 points. You kind of
No one could miss a fucking shot.
It overshadowed an
Dylan
incredibly,
Windler. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is Dylan Windler?
He was killing us from 3 too. But Evan Mobley, it overshadowed a pretty incredible rookie performance at the Garden from Evan Mobley. So
True.
you're like,
That's
damn,
a great point, yeah.
Also, Jared Allen and Mobley together, you said it. You're like, damn, this is like a pretty formidable front court for the future.
And they can play together too. I mean, that's clear. That much is
I
clear.
worry about Mitchell Robinson because you'll be furious at him and then he'll tease you with like a putback dunk, but his IQ is not the same as Nerlens. Nerlens just plays a smarter game than he does. Then Mitchell goes out there and you're like, God, the sky's the limit because of his size and his athleticism. But Nerlens is just a smarter player. Randall, he brought us back in the game in the third, quickly carried us in the fourth. But the problem is they kept hitting their shots. Like, it was such an impressive offensive run by the Knicks, but we couldn't stop anyone on defense.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to talk about there. I want to talk about Mitch a little bit more. I do want to suck off Evan Mobley a little bit more for a second because I've been watching some Cavs games, but this is the first like full one that I saw, and yeah, this guy is a fucking monster. I mean, it's like I would watch quarters here and there. I would go back on League Pass and watch just to see him and stuff. But yeah, you said it. It did ruin because other than Ricky Rubio, he was the second leading scorer. I mean, he had 26. And yeah, we have good big man defense theoretically, right? Like Nerlens, Mitch, even Julius should make you work. But yeah, he had 26 points, but
he hits a hook shot.
Five assists too.
I know. Well, dude, he reminds me a little bit of AD as a rookie, which I know is like a huge name to compare him to. But he has those tools. And then Walt Frazier said, like, how many American rookies do you see with a hook shot? Yeah. It's true. It's usually the foreign dudes. It's usually like Jokic or someone.
Right.
Yeah, he's nasty.
I've been very surprised by. I mean, I thought he was going to be good, obviously, but I've been surprised by him and by Scotty Barnes a lot. I mean, Scotty Barnes, incredible. He's he really has looked fucking insanely good, and I might have to. And the Raptors too. It's something I might have to eat my words about thinking they're going to be dog shit because. I mean, it might just turn out that, yeah, dude, if you're a fucking good organization with a good coach, like that means so much more than we give credit for sometimes.
I don't think they're going to be quite as bad as we think, but I don't think they're going to be as good as we're seeing, only because the East is tough, dude. The East has a lot of good teams right now. Like, I think the Wizards might be a little scarier than the Raptors. Just because of the star power of Beal, and now that they have a little bit of depth, but
I think more so because they might be selling out more because they're older and they don't have. There is no rebuilding, right? Like, right. But let's talk about the Cavs.
I'll say Gary Trent is a very good player. I think that was, long term the right thing to do. Is
listen, the fucking Neil O'Shea and I don't even know what's going on. Like I said, I've been out of it. But he's under investigation internally by the Blazers. But Neil O'Shea has really fucked up a lot of stuff. I mean, the Blazers are fucked. It really feels like there's no way around it. And Gary Trent Jr. is a perfect example of the kind of. It's like, okay, I suppose that Norm fits better theoretically with your timeline with Dame, I guess. But Trent Jr., even compared to. You would have had to pay him more than he was getting paid. He was a cheap contract. You had him on his rookie deal. Yeah. But it's not like, he's not getting paid nearly as much as Norm is. Right. I don't believe so. I think his contract is much lower than that. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I remember the numbers, and Norm got a shit ton more money than him.
Norm got, I believe, 90 or something.
Yeah.
It was something big.
Gary
Trent is a very good. It's funny. I was reading that JP and I talked a lot about this, but this Bleacher Report article was complete dog shit. They ranked Marvin Bagley ahead of RJ and Gary Trent, which I completely disagree
What?
With. Yeah, complete dog shit.
What? Wow, that's fucking wild. Although last night, RJ really did stink the joint up. It was a tough one to watch. He didn't even get to. They were playing. He had 4
straight incredible games, and he had a bad game last night.
They were playing Quentin Grimes instead of him.
Grimes, I'll tell you though, Grimes hit a couple threes, and that's
he looked good. He looked good in that fourth quarter. I mean, that fourth quarter was fucking sick because it was like, if it wasn't for Ricky Rubio playing out of his fucking mind, they would have come back. IQ was playing out of his fucking mind too.
And dude, Obi Toppin is looking every game. He looks better, dude. I mean. He is fearless going to the rack. Obi is kind of the ideal second unit guy where he just gets up for dunks. He's fun as hell off the dribble. He's the fastest dude.
His defensive problems don't shine through as much on a second unit. Maybe Obi will never really be more than a 7th man, but hey, let him stick around and be the 7th man.
But,
what I mean?
He might. I don't know though, dude. If he gets that 3-pointer going.
Defensively, he's kind of tough. I mean, we've talked about his posture and your posture are way too similar for my liking. You're a stand-up comedian. You're a stand-up comedian who needs fucking acupuncture to do an hour of comedy every once in a while. He's a 23-year-old, NBA player. You guys should not have the same lean, the same.
He wishes he had my bank shot, dude. I got that corner bank shot on lock. Study the great Tim Duncan, the fundamentalist.
The fundamentalist. Huh? What is that? He has a show on TNT now. Anyway. Yeah. So listen, salute to the Cavs, and they've been playing really great ball. And I think what you're saying about the East being scary is correct, but I do think it's a little more in terms of it's kind of like diffuse scary. You know what I mean? Like I don't see any teams that are real like juggernauts, but I do think that,
I disagree, dude.
What do you mean?
Look, we don't know what's going to happen with the Sixers, but there's still a tough win. There's still a tough team, even without Simmons. Then you've got the Nets. I don't think the Celtics are like great, but they've still got Tatum and Brown who could go off. Then you've got the Hornets who have got a lot of weapons. You've got the Knicks.
But you're not talking about. Look and listen. I think obviously the Bucks.
Yeah.
The Bucks are starting 4-6, right? But I have a really really hard time thinking that anyone except Miami has looked. I'll say
Miami looks very good. There are nights when Bam looks like their fourth best player, which is scary as fuck, dude. Tyler Hero's playing great. Jimmy's looking great.
But that's
and
okay.
Lowry on a good team is rejuvenated.
But this is sort of making my point where I'm saying like I think it's just kind of like the East is scary in that there is 12 teams that are pretty good.
That's what I mean. But any of those, the Bulls, any of these teams can just win any night. Dude, the Wizards, the fucking,
So what I just think though that naturally that some teams.
By the way, the Sixers are 8-2.
Yeah, no, they had really quality wins. I watched. Who the fuck did I just watch them beat? Sorry, like I said, I've been. Oh yeah, the
Hawks.
The Sixers had that really impressive win against the Chicago Bulls. They had no, like I said, I've been on the couch. I was sick as fuck. I had a really bad fever. So I was like in a fucking fever dream haze watching a lot of NBA. So it's a lot of it is run together, but the game they had against the Bulls where there was no Tobias and it was just Embiid and he was basically, and
that step back three,
Embiid and George Niang, and Niang, has always been solid. I mean, he was on the Jazz or whatever, but he's fucking looking really good, and he'll fucking rip it from three fast. And he's a really nice pairing with Embiid.
I enjoyed watching him wave goodbye.
Dude, the waving goodbye, blocking DeRozan,
nearly ending Ball's life with that celebration.
But just a really impressive performance from Embiid, because we talk about it time and time again how difficult it is for a big man to be the team's clutch scorer. And when you don't have Tobias Harris, and the Bulls were going on a run, when you're Joel Embiid and you have to be the fucking guy that puts together the clutch bucket, and he did it. I mean, a fucking step back three is just like really fucking good. Impressive stuff. And so yeah, you're right. The Sixers have a little fight to them, and I don't know if you saw the latest rumor of the Celtics are interested.
Yeah, but they would have to include Jaylen Brown. Why would you trade Jaylen Brown for Ben Simmons?
I think because maybe there's stuff there we don't see. I mean, it's got to be personality, if I would have to guess. And if you're gonna do that, then Jesus fucking Christ, Ben Simmons and Marcus Smart. I mean,
oh my God,
does that offense look like?
I was about to say Joel Embiid and Jaylen Brown. This team's about to be fucking dangerous.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think the Sixers should do I think Daryl Morey should go over there and suck Brad Stevens' cock if he agrees to that trade. I think he should be. I think he should be looking.
He could also just shake his hand. I don't know if he.
No, that's not enough. I think he's got on his way to the next fucking the Sloan conference. He should, before he gets to Harvard, he should stop over to the fucking Celtics headquarters and give him some fucking sloppy top. He should have to come up with a new fucking a new analytic for how much you should cup the balls, how quickly before he comes you should cup the balls. He should have slorp. He should create.
I have a question though. What? In what world?
Slobbing knob over replacement.
Jaylen Brown is a good player. He is a very good. I can't imagine they get that much for Ben Simmons. who is looking like completely nuts. And by the way, who like, guess what? You're getting traded from Philly to Boston. That is not a kinder sports market.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
That's like going to one toxic girl to another. Enjoy.
Totally. And that's the thing. It's like, I would love that because I think that would be fucking tragic for the fucking Celtics. I just don't see how that mix of
deal with
personality
Kyrie
works.
Irving. You think you can handle Ben fucking Simmons?
Yeah, I mean, the hope is that Simmons just... Well, that's the other thing is, like, Simmons clearly seems like he wants to be the star, right? And it's like, well, it's going to be Jalen, or it's going to be fucking Jason Tatum without question. So, I don't know.
Yeah, also, where's the offense coming from? You don't have enough offense when it's just Brown and Tatum. What are you doing now?
Yeah, I mean...
It's completely... you can get so much more for Jalen Brown, I would think.
That's a great point. I mean, it is the kind of thing where you would probably have to shop him around. Let's see.
But, dude, I disagree with what you're saying about the East. The only teams that I think are gimme wins in the East are the Magic and the Pistons. By the way, the Knicks lost to the Magic.
No, that's exactly what I am saying.
Cole Anthony is a fucking bad man this year.
Yeah. That's true. He's had a couple of really fucking sick games. I mean,
he torched us.
One of them came against us. Yeah, one of his came against the Knicks.
He's my number 2 for most improved behind Miles Bridges.
Let's relax a little bit here.
I'm not going to relax
on
at
the
all.
3-8 on the 3-8 fucking Orlando Magic.
Who's number 2 for most improved?
I don't fucking know. Who gives a fuck?
I give a fuck.
It's November 8th.
Yeah, it's November 8th, and look who you signed up for a basketball podcast with. You think I'm not going to get ahead of myself?
This is quickly becoming your fucking go-to defense of the retarded shit you say. And it's like one thing if it's Knicks related, but now you're talking about the fucking Orlando Magic's point guard.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about Cole Anthony. You were talking about sucking off Brad Stevens 3 minutes ago, and I'm getting chewed out.
And was I wrong? Was I wrong that's how? And you agreed with me that it made no sense for the Celtics to do it. So I think a fucking blowjob.
I agreed. But you disagree. Do you disagree that Cole Anthony has taken his game to the next step this year?
Yes. Okay, Sam. I suppose he's averaging
20 a game,
number
dude.
2. Perspective number 2 on most improved player. I haven't thought about it enough.
He had 33 last night, motherfucker.
I know. He was fucking wild last night.
He had 31 against the Wolves the other night. Dude, he's averaging 20 a game. He started slow.
Yeah. No, that's impressive for sure. I think it helps when traditionally you do not win those awards when you play for a dog dick team.
And also Bridges has jumped up 12 points a game.
Yeah, it's crazy. Miles Bridges is out of control.
I mean, we've seen players fuck themselves like Nerlens Noel, like Schroeder, when you turn down the money, but he's about to get paid.
Totally. It was a very smart move. But no, my point in talking about how the East was diffuse in its scariness and its depth, because I wanted to talk, because some fucking prick on our Twitter, let me find his fucking name, whatever the fuck his name was. Actually, you know what? Fuck him. I don't care. I'm not gonna look up his name. But he was like, maybe you guys will talk about the Cavs for more than 2 seconds.
We did.
And we
gave
did.
It to him.
But I was gonna say, like, I was trying to do that in terms of the Cavs outlook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, the Cavs did this without Sexton, who got hurt halfway through the game. And unfortunately, I don't know, did you see the report? He tore his meniscus.
Oh, no.
So that's a tough
Horrible.
one. And that's
also a dude who wanted big money. That'll hurt.
That'll hurt him for sure. And I think for the Cavs, this will be an interesting, like, almost experiment. And, you know, it's clearly that relationship between him and the Cavs has been strange for sure, it seems like.
Whenever you're a young guy and you don't get paid and you think you should get paid, yeah, it's also a problem when you're on a team that's just not winning and you want the money, because it's like,
right.
It's a big gamble.
And the other thing is now with, like, the rule changes against the, the offensive, like, foul rule changes and all that stuff, have you seen James Harden speaking of that? Oh yeah. Did you see that? Did you see when James Harden like who's he playing? Was he playing the fucking Rockets? That clip?
I think it was the Pistons, and it was Sadiq Bey.
Yes. Where the ball the ball just rolls and he just lets Sadiq Bey take it and dunk on him. Someone said Harden's controller died on that play. I saw that tweet. But I'm trying to talk about the Cavs for our fucking Midwestern fans over here who will never. By the way,
I do love Cleveland. I have a lot of love for Cleveland.
I love hilarity. Shouts out to the boys over there. We've said it before.
The best.
But I think I don't know like how real is this for the Cavs this year? I don't know because of what we were saying, where there is a lot of like just strength throughout the conference, and right now the Hawks are out of the playoffs. You got to think they're going to come out up from there, right? The Bucks are number 10. That's not going to stay that way.
No.
And then you
Although
have
maybe this is the year the Hawks fall off a little. I mean, Trae Young's not getting those calls anymore.
That's true. Maybe I did have him as the number 3 seed, and maybe it was the kind of thing where everyone was sucking them off, and usually the preseason team that everybody sucks off, it never works out for them.
No.
It just
I
felt
could see them being a number 7 seed that knocks off a number 2. Like, couldn't you see the Sixers being number 2 and they're number 7 again or something?
They would, yeah.
Because
That would be fucking brutal.
The Hawks play with no fear because Trae Young really does thrive on hatred.
Well, I think the Hawks, their problem is that they have too many fucking guys. I mean, it really just seems like
too much offense.
It doesn't seem like the depth was they don't want an injury. Obviously, nobody wants an injury, but it's like they're the team built to withstand it. And sometimes if that injury never comes, it's like, well, where the fuck do those minutes come from? Whereas the Cavs, on the other hand, it's like I think Rubio seems to really be enjoying his time with the Cavs. He's been like really useful for them. It seems like. I mean, last night was obviously it was a big fucking. It's an outlier, but at the same time, every time I look at some clips or I see him throwing alley-oops to Mobley, I see like he just seems to be, he's got that fucking joy. He's got that he does look like the little unshaven 17-year-old Spanish. He's got that little unshaven Spanish boy gleam in his eyes with the Cavs that was definitely missing when he was traded back to the fucking Wolves.
Do you know what he looks like? He looks, in like a movie where they like come back to like, they're just like, he's like the guy who's seen too much. Now he's got a beard, and he turns around. He's like, "What? I'm not going back." That's the vibe he's got, dude. Yeah, he must be so fun to play with too, because he's a great passer. I mean, he's unselfish.
Yeah,
I mean, he never shoots like that.
Right, for a young team that was missing like a point guard and somebody is because like even both Garland and Sexton, it's like they're scoring guards. I mean, although
Garland's putting up a lot of assists this year, but you're basically, I mean, for the most part, you're right. But I think he's averaging like 9 dimes a game.
Yeah, I mean, I do think he's more of like he's just more in the like the heliocentric, like the way Trae is a good passer, the way Harden is a good passer. It feels like Garland is more.
He's averaging 7.6 dimes.
It just feels like to me Garland is more in that, where he's a score first good passer as opposed to like a traditional ass motherfucking point guard.
God, he's shooting 44 from 3 too. They're all just killing. Players have just become insane 3-point shooters.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say about Sexton is that, like, he did put up all those numbers, but it's like I do think last year in particular, no fans, everything was kind of like the game was pretty like wide open for the offensive player. Might end. I mean, I know you're going to hate to hear this, Julius Randle too. It might be an outlier offensively for some people last year. Or not just for some people, for everybody.
Okay, before you continue with your blasphemy,
I'm saying it's a very real possibility.
Sit down.
That last year was an offensive.
It
was an offensive outlier for the entire league.
First off, Randall's still averaging 20, 11, and 6, motherfucker. 21, 11, and 6. So fucking back off. Second off, you've heard the commentators saying they're not calling fouls, and he's not trying to get fucking James Harden fouls. He's going hard to the rack and not getting those calls. And it's the same shit that happened to Marbury when he was a Knick. Because he was so strong, they just didn't think he was getting hurt. This happened to Shaq a lot too. So Julius Randle is not getting the calls. You shut your fucking mouth.
Fucking physical specimens. It was impossible to move equally. Stephon Marbury and Shaquille O'Neal. This happened to both of them a lot.
Tell me a more shredded point guard of his generation. Who was a more shredded point guard? than Stephon Marbury. Tell me.
Okay, but point guard is the operative fucking phrase right
Right.
there.
I'm not saying he and Shaq equally, but I'm saying for their respective positions, yes, Marbury was incredibly strong. That was his whole thing.
Yeah, but your fucking centers are fouling you.
Okay.
Down low.
My
Sorry.
man is just not hitting his threes like he did last year, but he will. I mean, his jump shot looks smooth still. I'm not worried.
It's not bad. I'm just saying last year was an offensive explosion. This year, offensive numbers are down.
Sure.
Defense is up. All that kind of stuff.
And is worst case Randall's 20-10-5? Are we in agreement for that?
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just
that contract's one of the best in the league.
I threw that. I was mainly talking about Sexton, but I had to throw it. I had to throw that little fucking jab at you just to get you to say something as stupid as Stephon Marbury and Shaq used to be.
The immovable object, Starberry. I say this as someone who watched all the games back then, not you. So let me explain. Marbury was
I know what you're saying. I was a Marbury fan. I had the fucking Stephen Barry's $7 shoes. I got clowned coming into the fucking rec center wearing those. I came back.
I got clowned too. Mine fell apart during a game. They fell apart during the game, and I was like, "This is why they were so cheap."
Yeah, I came back the next day with I believe I was wearing my D Wades, my Converse red and black D Wades at the time instead.
Traitor.
But
Traitor.
I'm just we don't have to keep talking. I'm just saying it's great. Every time you insult the Knicks a little, it's like a magic 8-ball for one of the stupidest, funniest things you've ever heard. Where it's like, who knows what connection your Knicks brain will make to support the guy. And I'm like, it's like, Julius Randle's overrated. I shake the Sammy 8-ball. It's like, Stephon Marbury was as physical as Shaquille O'Neal.
Here's what I really missed Reggie Bullock was last night because we could have put him on Rubio. And I got to say, man, Alec Burks is hard for me to watch this year. I love the guy. I've
been on the record. That's the move I would have changed from the beginning.
And who knows? In the playoffs, maybe we'll be grateful we have him for the extra offense, right? But right now.
But last night's a perfect example. A night where RJ doesn't have it in him and Kemba is out for rest. That's exactly where you'd think, okay, here, how about a little offense from fucking Alec Burks, who we're paying to be our offense off the bench guy? What did he do?
Well, the thing that's interesting about Burks is he's actually shooting 41% from three, which means all these bad moves he's been making have been 2-point shots. That's what's really frustrating. He's only shooting 30. He's shooting 39 from two and four. Yeah, so he's made bad turnovers. He's shooting better from three than two.
Well, because he's taking
a
all
lot
these
of low percentage shots.
He's taking all these fucking Kobe shots. It's like, which he hit a lot of last year, but it's like, that's it. That's what I'm saying in terms of.
But when you have Rose and Quickly off the bench, I think you'd rather them taking those shots.
Absolutely. And that's why I would have kept Bullock.
I love Quickly last night was a reminder. Like, I know he's had a slow start.
Quickly was fucking awesome last night. It felt so good. I was just pissed because if it wasn't for Rubio and fucking what was that other cocksucker's name? Widler or whatever the fuck his name was. Who the fuck is that guy?
Mobley?
Who the fuck is Dylan Windler? No. During Quickly's run where he was out of his mind in the fourth quarter, Rubio and Windler kept making threes, and it pissed me the fuck off.
Dude, I was angry, dude. I was angry as hell. That game fucking hurt, brother.
Yeah, that was tough because the Knicks did have some fight in them and
we have Philly tonight. That's going to be a tough one, dude.
No Embiid though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's a winnable game.
Good. I mean, hey, it's winnable with Embiid, motherfucker. We're one of their 2 losses.
I know.
The Knicks come hard and they come fast this year because we're a new look team, and I know it's taken us a while to put it together. I'll tell you, man, Fournier has really got to up his D because offensively, when he's going, it's a joy. It is a joy. That guy is fearless on offense. He will just the way he moves. I love it. I'm a fan, but we need a little.
Does he
more
make
defense.
You come hard and come fast? The way he moves.
Yeah, I would say so, sure.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, defensively, we're just. I know offensively there's no comparison, but Elfrid Payton was a very good defender last year. His offense was garbage, but defensively, the guy was terrific. And we do miss a little bit of that. A big, strong.
I think he was solid. I don't think he was like fucking as good as to make up for. I mean, he's better than what we have for sure, but.
I just, Kemba didn't play last night. That raises some concerns. Hopefully he's fine. But, look, he's bruised up. I think we're taking this game.
Yeah, I mean, you would hope so. I wonder if anybody else is hurt I wonder if Tobias is still hurt. Because if we've got, and by the way, Embiid is not just hurt. Embiid is in protocols. So he might miss a couple games, which is a problem. which you never want to see. But then
Tobias and Thibault are remain out for Knick's rematch.
Oh, dude, then
if we don't win this game,
if we don't win this game after a letdown like last night, that's a real tough one. That's a real bad.
My prediction is
sign.
RJ has a huge bounce back game, and that Derrick Rose says it's fucking Rose time, motherfucker.
It's fucking Rose time. I love your fucking catchphrases. Derrick Rose says it's fucking Rose time.
He has become one of my favorite players in the NBA. I love him so much.
You're
dude.
not even wrong, dude. Like I watch so much basketball in the apartment, and like my roommate who doesn't watch that much, like last year he was like he would watch Knicks games and he's like, "Is Derrick Rose the best player in the Knicks?" And I'm like, "Well, not really, but you're not wrong."
Randall's
either.
our best player, but it does seem like Rose is the elder statesman who's like, when we need a bucket, he's just the guy.
I said this to you over text.
Situation, you know.
I said this to you over text yesterday. You're right that Rose feels like the Knicks' best player at times, and I think that is an issue when it comes to Randall. And I think the one place that he has to like keep growing his game is in like clutch situations, and we saw it be a problem in the playoffs, and we saw it in a problem. What was that game where he
I don't think it's going to be as big a problem this year in the playoffs because I do think his passing is so good that if Fournier and RJ make the shots that they need to make, it opens up Randall's one-on-one game. And I don't think he didn't have the weapons around him last year that he has this year. Kemba as well. I mean, a lot of guys. Yeah. So I'm not as concerned, but they got to make their shots. I mean, the one issue with depth, and you say this for the Hawks too, is that like when you have this many weapons offensively, you don't really have that many like superstars, but you have the depth. You kind of just have to be like, well, he's the hot hand right now, as opposed to like, obviously Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum are taking the shots. You have guys who are like, well, it's Fournier's night, or well, it's RJ's night, and that can be confusing.
Yeah, and that's coaching too, by the way. That's something that you have to be hyper aware of as a coach. But and you said, by the way, you briefly mentioned the Blazers, and we should talk about it a little bit. Dame has looked really weird, and it's getting to be enough of a sample. He had an okay. By the way, they beat the fuck out of the Lakers, but that was
not even a fun game to watch. And I will tell you, the Lakers look like dog shit, and it really, especially when AD and LeBron aren't playing, you're like, this is kind of what you got Westbrook for. It's for when AD and LeBron aren't playing. He's going to win you some games.
If at any point Westbrook was going to be useful, it's a situation like this. And not only is he not useful, it's like it was kind of crazy because remember the fucking, it's like the Dame and Russ rivalry when it was like, you know, they would go at each other and it almost felt like, you know, Pacino and De Niro and Heat, and now it's like them and fucking The Irishman, but not even because it's like them in that what was that movie they did with like 50 Cent in it or something? You remember they did like some horrible movie, and it was
Righteous Kill.
Righteous Kill, yeah. It felt like that. It felt like we were watching Pacino and De Niro on Righteous Kill because they both. I mean, Dame wasn't that bad in that game, but it's like...
No, he had 25 points, 9 for 19, but he's averaging 18.5 a game. He's shooting 24 from 3. It's weird to see...
24 from 3. Crazy.
Well, you know what's weird to see is...
Dame Lillard is bringing down the average of that team. That's insane.
It's weird to see him pull up from like those logo shots, and you're just like... When those are going in, you're like, this is the best shooter. This is like Steph Curry level shooting. But when they're off, you're kind of like, what are you doing? Like when you're not shooting well, you can't. Those are heat check shots. Those aren't. I'm shooting 25% from 3 shots.
Yeah, dude, it's really.
And he's
insane.
earned the right to take them, but like, it's funny when the Blazers are on. Robert Covington's had a couple hot games.
Exactly.
And when Covington's making up for this shit, because you're like, okay. Weirdly, the Blazers have an offensively awesome starting 5 when they're cooking because you got Dame, CJ, Powell, Covington, who's been shooting the lights out, and Nurkic, and then you got Nance off the bench, who's a fun small ball 5. I mean, they're kind of a fun team. They've never had the guard depth. It's kind of interesting. If you got to just assume Dame is not keeping this up because he's not a guy who's like really lost out on those types of fouls the way Harden and Trae Young
it's
have.
Not right, but you know what, he did get a lot of the fucking like maybe not attacking, but he would get a fair amount of the like 3-point shots. He would get people to jump and get those. So that's an element of it that he's losing out on.
Off the dribble shooters got those calls, and that's what Lillard, Trey, Harden, Steph Curry as well. But
and it's like they're 5-5, and they're 5-5. But you're right; these other players have looked pretty good. Dame has looked bad in comparison. I mean, even Anthony Simons has turned into kind of like a solid backup, and who had a couple good games for them.
CJ has been their best. He's been their best scorer, which is like, look, CJ's a great scorer, but if you want to go anywhere, Dame's got to be the best scorer.
Yeah, no question. So anyway, I just wanted to something to put on the radar that it's starting to get a little weird. Now he had, like I said, a good game, a solid game against the Lakers, but not by his standards. I wouldn't even say that's a good game by Dame's old standards.
Well, dude,
I would just say it was serviceable.
Dame's averaging, like, if there's a least improved player, Dame is on track for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's
Dame's number, and that's not really an indictment. I mean, we just expect so much from him, and he's one of my favorite players ever. I'm such a big Dame fan.
Dude, this is so funny. I went to the NBA.com game recap for that game for Lakers Blazers, and the game leaders. So Lillard was the leader for the Blazers. He had 25, 3 and 6, whatever. That's kind of a shitty thing to be the game leader for. But then you go to Russell Westbrook. Here's how bad the Lakers were. He's listed as the game leader. His line is 8, 9, and 6. My man is a game leader with a triple single.
with a Draymond stat line. Which, by the way, Draymond, you fucking hated on me saying the Warriors are going to be good.
I know. It's
I was right about the Warriors being good. Well,
let's give it a sec.
They're good,
Fuck
dude.
them.
Give it a sec. They don't have Clay back yet,
Fuck
and they're doing
the
this.
Warriors. How about
Dude,
that?
I'll put it this way. The Warriors... I think the Otto Porter signing was great.
He looks good. He looked
I
good.
think Iggy,
dude, yesterday I watched that game
rejuvenated.
too. I watched Rock. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of basketball just because I was sick as fuck. I was watching basically every single game. Otto Porter pulled off. The Rockets are so fun to watch. And the Rockets, by the way, are the platonic ideal of a rebuild, because if I was a Rockets fan, I would be so happy to watch this team every single night.
If you're going to lose Harden, I mean, this is kind of the best case scenario.
Yeah, it's the best case because it's like you want to watch these guys. There's so many guys to root for. You have so many like young guys, Kevin Porter Jr., Jayshawn Tate. Obviously, you have Green.
Shout out to Porter Jr. because he almost was out of the league with the Cavs, and then look what you can do if you're just in the right situation.
Totally, and so they're so fun to watch, and they were playing the Warriors really tough. And then Otto Porter has like he's Steph Curry, like he's Clay. When Steph was on the bench, he has one of those personal old school Warriors 9-0 runs. One guy has him where he just shoots 3 threes in a row. Otto Porter Jr. did that last night. It was fucking wild.
He's 46 from 3 this year, 46.7 from 3.
Yeah.
He's a great backup for Draymond.
And Bielitsa's looked good.
Bielitsa, it's kind of like, this is what you need when you have a Draymond on the floor. You need a big man. Draymond's such a good defender. You just need a big man who can shoot. You know what I mean? It's kind of confusing why the Lakers don't do that. The Lakers needed a Bielitsa type.
The Lakers,
but when you have Westbrook,
fucked.
It's kind of like having a Draymond, where you need people around to be able to shoot.
Yeah, it's kind of like having Draymond, who can't play fucking defense, who's smaller, who's a good passer, but not in the same fucking way that he completely understands everything, just in the way that you feel like he's, learned how to pick up those stats. I mean, it's just...
By the way, Draymond, 37 from 3 this year. If he keeps that shit up...
You're right. Yeah.
That's a problem, because now you got to guard... I mean... You only get away with Draymond being Draymond when you really have Steph and Clay being those dudes. But if he can hit the open 3 again, the Warriors might be the toughest. The pool of
diarrhea has looked good.
Who's a better? If Clay comes back, even remotely Clay, who's a better team in the West?
Oh fuck! It's hard to. It's really in the West.
Maybe the Nuggets. Maybe the Nuggets if you get a healthy Murray.
If they get Jamal Murray. But dude, what's his name? Maga Porter Jr. has been fucking shitting the bed.
Shit, and I love it, dude, because now it's making me think Knox can turn things around.
Ow.
No,
How does
I don't know.
How does one tall light skinned guy turning shitty? You think it's like
Because
it's
we
like
passed on him
they
for
pass it
Knox.
around? Oh,
Yeah.
they pass
Dude,
the powers around.
Dude, Steph Curry, it's crazy. Steph, and you got to give shouts out to Luka because the Mavs really, you look at that offense, you're like, how the fuck are they this good? It's Luka, dude. They're not that good a team.
No, and certainly it's not the coaching.
And I loved watching him hit that step back three on fucking Boston, dude.
Oh my God, that was so fucking satisfying. You Boston pieces of shit, suck our fucking hogs right now. That felt so good to watch you lose to fucking Luka in the last second.
I got off stage and I thought I caught it live because I was like, oh my God, I see Luka pulling up a tie game. I'm like, 10 seconds left. This is crazy. This is live. And he's just smiling. I'm like, why is he smiling? It was a replay. And he already saw it, but he wanted me to think it was live to enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Dude, Luka pull back, just fucking not even a good shot.
Awesome.
Tie game.
It was awesome, dude.
Why are you doing a step back three? And then it goes in, you're like, all right, that's why.
Respect. And yeah, and Green is injured, I believe. Jalen Green, or Brown, sorry. My brain is fucking dog shit. But yeah, I think Brown is injured now. So anyway, we'll see what the fuck happens with the Celtics. Hopefully they keep losing and looking like shit. But yeah, in the West, the Warriors unfortunately are doing pretty well.
They are just deeper. Last year they just didn't have a lot of guys. Like, no disrespect to my main man Kelly Oubre.
Well, dude, Gary Payton II, that kid is fucking
it.
Dude.
I love
28. He's been bouncing around. I remember he was on the Bucks. He's been all over the place. Great defender.
Wizards. He had a 10 steal game on the Wizards, I believe.
Yeah, and it's like it
4
is
steals last night.
Yeah, 4 steals, and it's like he's become such a good defensive player and so useful that he's getting real rotation minutes, and it's good for him, man. He got an opportunity and he's doing something with it. And
I love it.
He was the guy. The Warrior, all the older Warriors players wanted Avery Bradley, but I believe they were just like, look, he is actually what you think Avery Bradley is. He's actually good at defense. So they kept GP2.
You don't want Avery Bradley now. I mean, Avery Bradley. The Avery Bradley of old was like Marcus Smart. He was incredible. But I mean, you're right. This is who you want. He plays his fucking ass off. He gets up for a guy who's like, what is he, 6'2"?
6'3", yeah.
6'3". He gets up though.
He does, yeah, he does.
He dunked on my man Oubre.
Yeah, they had a nice dunk.
That was a fucking nasty one.
So yeah, no, you're right. They are. I mean, with Porter Jr. and with their center, Kevon Looney back, and like Bielitsa. And Iguodala's playing. He looked toast with the Heat, but clearly I think it was probably just he didn't fit in there in the same way that he does. So yeah, they found depth, and yeah, I'm not willing to say they're going to be good the whole year yet because I like to hold on.
You think they're going to get worse with the second best shooter in the game?
Well, coming off of 2 crazy, it might become a little bit too many mouths to feed. You never know.
You're a fucking idiot. Yeah. Durant looks really washed as well. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. Durant. It's not the same fucking thing. But yeah, Durant does look awesome. I will say that.
I mean, it's hard for me because I love watching him, and it's hard for me to come to terms with. I love watching him. He's really incredible.
Durant? Oh yeah.
It's one of the most fun things to watch ever. It's like,
and it is awesome. Fair. It is, and obviously I'm rooting for fucking Clay. I just fuck the Warriors can really just suck my. You know what? This is fine because it's gonna go good, but they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and the team. I
love it, dude.
The team will collapse eventually. It'll have to be after Steph and Clay and Draymond, but they will collapse.
It's good.
That'll
for
feel good when it finally happens.
Yeah, but it's good for basketball for the Warriors.
For there to be good in the world, there has to be evil. It's a yin and a yang. For there to be pain, for there to be pleasure, there must be pain.
Die Hard isn't Die Hard without Alan Rickman, dude.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. And we're getting a nice serving of a bowl full of Rickman cum right now, and I'm just slurping it up, watching the Warriors be good. I believe that's where you were going with that analogy. Right,
it wasn't, but you know what? I'm happy to throw you a Blake Griffin alley-oop right there.
I haven't seen what if I was like never seen Die Hard? I believe it's about him jacking off and making Bruce Willis eat it.
You know what I watched last night? That's pretty good. I saw it when I was like a kid on Comedy Central. They played it. But you ever see that movie Something Wild with Jeff Daniels and Melanie Griffith and Ray Liotta. Jonathan Demme directed it.
No, I've never seen that.
It's pretty
Sounds good.
It's pretty fucking good. Ray Liotta plays like a psycho in it, and he's funny as shit.
Oh, I'll look it up. That's a great.
It's
Everyone
a
you
good
just
time.
mentioned, I like. You know what I want?
Yeah.
Because I've been watching just long movies to pass the time while sick, and I'm about to go. I'm gonna go fucking pass out after this. Just talking for an hour is the most
Yeah,
like
dude, you gotta rest.
the most I've done. But I watched The Aviator, and then I watched Barry Lyndon.
Aviator's fun.
You ever seen that,
No, never seen that.
dude? Seriously,
I saw your Aviator review as well, which was great. As always, your movie reviews are always great.
Thank you.
Barry Lyndon.
Barry Lyndon. It's a Kubrick movie. It's about this guy who works his way up into the British nobility by being a scoundrel. And it's it's a 3-hour long movie. It feels kind of like a mob movie where it's like the ascent and the ascent and the rise and the fall through and it's just and it's gorgeous. I mean, every still of this movie is
Kubrick
like a painting, dude.
Yeah.
Like he used all natural light or he used all candle light because he wanted it to look like exactly how it would be lit in the because this is takes place in the 1700s in Ireland, Germany, and England. So it looks incredible, and it's a fucking awesome movie.
Oh, I'll throw it on the list,
movie.
man. I love Kubrick. I've never heard of this one.
Dude, you're gonna love this movie. If you don't love this movie, I'll be shocked. It's so
Dude,
good.
I'm reading the Sidney Lumet book. It's pretty fun. Making
nice.
movies. It's like a short book. It's fun as hell. It's like Dog Day is like my favorite movie. So
yeah, he's
like,
incredible.
Yeah.
It's just his it's called How to Make Movies.
I think making movies maybe.
Making movies?
It's
So
just fun. It literally opens with him being like it reeked of pierogies and New York coffee. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking in. I just picked it up in Barnes and Noble. I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally getting
I
this.
might have to read that too.
It's fun. Lumet is just the man. It was just so many of my favorite movies.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. No, he's
The
great.
Verdict with Paul Newman, he's done a ton of great shit. But
Oh yeah. No, I love. That's the one thing about being sick is a little downtime because when I don't know. I feel like I need time to really fucking fully enjoy a movie, or I'm watching trash otherwise. To watch good movies, I need some time to think them through. But usually it's like
I like reading the reviews after. I'll pull up if there's an Ebert review from back. You just Google because his articles are so good.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, man. I don't know. The season has just been fucking great though, and I'm excited to see what happens next week. By the time you guys hear this, probably the Knicks Philly game it'll probably be fucking Tuesday. So no use talking about the slate of games tonight. But this has been a fucking great season so far. The Lakers, it is would I have liked to see LeBron make one more run? Sure, but it also feels good to watch the Lakers lose. That's the other thing. It's a win-win because fuck the Lakers as an organization.
I like when the Lakers are competitive, but also I'm kind of like, it's fun. I mean, 'cause just as a hoops fan, you like it when the big franchises are competitive. I like when the Knicks and the Celtics have a rivalry. I like when the Knicks and the Bulls have a rivalry, but at the same time, I'm with you. Fuck it. The Lakers have been so spoiled. Their fans
suck my fucking dick. It'll be very easy for me to slide into suck my dick mode when it comes to the Lakers. Although I am going to see Lakers Clippers in LA when I go shoot my special.
They also never. Oh, that's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome.
They never. I almost got tickets for tomorrow. Nick,
who are they playing?
It was Clippers Blazers, but I resisted because I'm making Taylor go to the game with me on Monday against the Pacers. So I'm trying to be like, all right, let's not overdo it here. Let's get her in it gracefully. I want it to go, but yeah, man. I mean, I like watching the Lakers suck.
It's nice because it's I just like when people fail due to hubris, and thinking you could figure it out with Russell Westbrook was hubris. And
yeah,
also,
it was a heat check, and also, dude, I'm so sick.
I think
of
their
them
GM sucks dick.
Yeah, well, they also, it was a heat check. It's funny how much better Alonzo Ball is than Russell Westbrook right now.
Dude, they have fucked up their GM has fucked up almost every single move. I don't.
Yeah, but he got AD, so it's kind of hard to fuck up getting AD.
But he
traded
traded everything.
Though. I know, but but they still won a ring, so it's hard to say they fucked up. But
Dude, every other move, the AD thing is a wash. I don't give him credit for crushing that trade because he gave up literally everything you possibly could have given up, right? So we'll call it a wash because AD is that good. And look, they won a championship, and obviously that's
they didn't give up Kuzma, but yeah, they gave up
that's the
everything
one
else.
thing they didn't. And I think you could argue that Lonzo would have been a lot more useful for this team. I thought so at the time anyway, but maybe, again, that felt more like a personality thing. But
I just hate when Lakers fans act like they suffered through the end of the Kobe years. And I'm just like, you got to have your fucking favorite player retire. Like, you don't know what I would have given to have Patrick Ewing retire or Nick, dude.
Right.
And
to be spared the indignity of the Patrick Ewing in the fucking Orlando Magic uniform
and the Sonics,
picture.
dude.
And the Sonics. Yeah.
Oh, god damn. Those
horrible.
Hurt. Dude, I'm not even a Rock. I hate the Rockets, but it hurt to watch Hakeem and a Raptors.
Oh,
jersey.
the Raptors. Yeah. Old Hakeem was brutal. That should fucking not be allowed, man.
That was a fun NBA. That was a fun NBA 2K team, though. You had like Vince and Antonio Davis, and yeah.
I don't think I ever played that. Whatever version that one was.
You had T-Mac off the bench in that one.
Young T-Mac, yes, the number 9 pick in the draft.
But dude, I fucking like watching the Lakers suffer a little because you know what? They always act like the Knicks, dude. They act like we're crazy fans. Yeah, dude, we show up when they're bad, dude. I will say this: it was fun to see Nicholson though at the game the other night. It's cool to see.
Yeah, the only reason I would be sad is I'd like I said, I'd like LeBron to get one more championship because it would be cool because I've made the argument before. This team is the like one more run for my youth team, right? Like Melo hitting fucking threes. First of all, Carmelo Anthony cannot be carrying your team. It can't be happening, bro. It can't be fucking happening. I've said it a bunch. It's like, but also it would be nice for Jack Nicholson to get one. Although who even knows what the fuck's going on in that guy's head? I think my man is halfway gone.
On the road, I need to watch comfort movies, and I'm like, as good as it gets, just fucking
hilarious.
Perfect. Just so fun.
Yeah, him just being homophobic and misogynistic the whole time.
But it was a small part. Now if they remake that movie, that's his whole character.
Right.
Sure. Now they're like, he's just a racist guy.
Right.
He doesn't find love in this movie.
Yeah. But anyway, man, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think in the East, it's all this like this kind of like fucking primordial ooze that I'm interested to see who pops out of. And
I think the Knicks will stick around. I agree that the Hawks will be better. Obviously, the Bucks aren't going to stay there, but you know, there's going to be a surprise team out of the East, and it might be the Wizards. The Wizards might stay relevant just because they have the veterans to kind of weather the storm and get out of this.
Yeah. I guess they have enough. Like, I could see the Wizards having a successful run, but I just don't. I don't know. Something about that team.
Keep it up?
I don't think so.
They did the same thing last year, honestly.
They did. That's true. They did the same thing last year, and I think they'll be better.
The Hornets have fallen off. They're 5-6 now, and let's hope they keep falling because we got that fucking draft pick, brother.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but like I said, it's like I don't know who the fuck comes out of it, and it's like let's fucking sit back and watch.
Are the Celtics not a playoff team?
They're not a playoff team.
They're 12th right now. Do they make it to 10?
It's hard. It's hard to see it.
It's hard to
imagine. I mean, I think if you think Cavs and Raptors are falling out of it, then yeah. But the Raptors play with such a little fucking spunkiness to them. It's cute.
Van Vliet is one of the most adorable point guards.
He's
in the
fucking
NBA.
cute, and the you know, I don't know. There's something about him that I just really enjoy. And
I
it's
love
like
Van Vliet.
They all seem to like it. Canada's fucking a cute play. They're all cute and Canadian. All the fans. It's like a whole nation supporting you. And
dude, I could see the Pacers being better than the Celtics.
Yeah, I don't believe. Yeah, the Pacers are fucking dog shit. But
I don't think the Pacers are absolute dog shit. I think Brogdon's a really good point guard. I think LeVert is inconsistent, but we'll see. Sabonis is really good. Sabonis is really good. Yeah, Miles Turner's sneaky good, dude.
But it's just like, I don't know. What the fuck? What are the Pacers? What are they? What's even the
Miles
point
Turner
of that
started
team?
slow, but he's been hot as hell lately, dude. He hit 7 threes against us. That was fuck. He's shooting 41 from 3 right now.
Yeah.
And
No,
he
I
gets
mean-
3 blocks a game. If you have a guy who can shoot 40 from 3 and get you 2.5, 3 blocks a game, that's incredible.
Yeah, but that's the whole problem with that team's construction is that guy makes it so that you don't need a fucking traditional center clogging up the lane. You can play a different style of offense, and then who do they pair him with? Is one of the most traditional
Power
hub
forwards,
back
yeah.
to the basket power forward. So it's like I think you're wasting Miles Turner in that sense.
Possibly. Yeah,
but-
I really like Turner.
I've liked him for a long time. I thought you should have gotten out of there a long time ago. But
How many American, like you don't see a guy like great American centers on Team USA. That's I guess why he was on Team USA that year.
right,
But like, dude, that guy's a rim protector.
yeah,
He
No, he
changes
is.
your game. Like you see
He
it.
is. It's the conversation we were having about. I mean, but he's not that good a rebounder. I will say that, which is a problem.
Yeah, 8.5 a game. Not amazing.
Not a great rebounder, but anyway, I don't know. I've been watching a ton of basketball in my fever haze. I'm excited to keep watching a couple more here as I get back into this fucking swing of things. If you're in New York this Wednesday, I will be at Gotham Comedy Club as part of the New York Comedy Festival. I'm running my hour, the same hour I'll be doing for my hour special in December in Los Angeles. So if you live in New York, this will be your last chance to see that hour live for good. Because after that,
love
it's getting
it.
recorded, and after that, it's
Gonna be
retired.
killer. It's gonna be
So-
killer, man. I can't wait to see it.
Thanks, man.
I'm in SF this weekend, man. We added a 6th show, 3rd show Saturday. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I can't
Fuck
wait.
yes.
Never played Cobb, so I can't wait. And then
Yeah,
I got,
go suck. Yeah, you and all your fucking Warriors fans can suck each other off this weekend.
I just tell it like I see it, brother. And I think the Warriors are a good team. I got Charlotte, Miami, and Dallas. So all good
Nice.
basketball cities, man.
Good basketball cities. Yeah, and I'm in Tampa next weekend.
Oh,
So-
the best.
Yeah, side splitter. So thank you guys for listening, and we will be back with the Patreon later in the week. Bye-bye.